Have you had to buy Eggroll on Nigerian street and it was so hard, it was so thick and heavy, and in fact in the inside was even raw? Welcome back to my channel. In this video you're going to be learning how to make a very light, soft and fluffy Eggroll, and brown at that. And I'm going to be showing you tips on how to make this Eggroll without stress. We're using 5 eggs. I did cook my egg for just 15 minutes. This is after 15 minutes of cooking my egg. I like washing my eggs before cooking and after peeling. This is because of, you know how Nigerian poultries are now. I wouldn't want to get any dirt into my pots. And after peeling it also, I do wash it to take off any bits of shells from the egg roll. Now I've finished peeling my eggs. I'm making my dough. You can see the ingredients on the screen. 2.5 cup of flour, butter, nutmeg. I'm using instant yeast and baking powder, half teaspoon of instant yeast and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I am using a little bit of butterscotch flavor. If you have only nutmeg, it is fine, but I love mixing flavors so that my dough or snacks can have a unique flavor and make it different from the regular one out there. Now I advise you to add water in between, adding just ordinary water so that you don't have too much water in your dough. It can make your dough become too soft and a bit difficult to roll in your eggs. I'm going to just knead it a bit just to get the ingredients into the dough properly and divide them into portions. I like dividing my dough into portions in relation with the number of eggs. Since I'm having 5 eggs, or we're using 5 eggs for this recipe, I'm going to divide my dough into 5 portions. And in fact, I'm going to weigh my dough. I'm going to weigh 100 grams each for my egg rolls. I advise that you do not use more than 100 grams if you are using a weighing scale. If you are not using a weighing scale, just use your hands to weigh. But I'm using 100 grams, so I'm going to weigh on my dough and make sure they are 100 grams each, 500-gram portions of dough, and I'm going to set them aside and get ready to roll my dough. Now it is 100 grams, all of them, these are 100 grams each. I'm going to now roll in my eggs into my dough. If you do not have a weighing scale, there is a video where I did not use a weighing scale, I just use my hands to weigh. And please, you're going to check that video at the end of this video, at the end screen, and watch the way I did divide my dough into the portion and roll. Your egg roll will still come out fairly equal, but weighing them will give you a constant size of egg roll. That if you are using it for business and you want to have something constant, weighing it is perfect. Now this is it. I'm going to just roll it. I'm not cutting off the excess portion. And this is one method how you can roll your dough. I'm going to be showing you 2 methods now. This one, you roll it by curving your fingers into your dough. You curve it and roll on your palm with both fingers curved. This will give your dough an oval shape. I'm going to be showing you how to roll your dough 2 ways. One is an oval shape, the other one is a round shape. Now look at it, it is oval. Now, but when you want to get a round shape, that's the ball-like shape, you flatten your dough with your fingers like as you did for the first dough and add in your egg to the middle. After adding in your egg to the middle, you cover. Now the covering, you cover from the middle and spread towards the end. If you didn't weigh your dough, I advise you cut off the excess dough. But since I did weigh my dough and I want them to be fairly equal, I didn't cut it off. So cutting off the excess dough when you're not weighing makes your dough lighter and not too heavy. You're just going to roll it on your palm this way without curving your fingers. Make sure your fingers are straight, not curved now. And just roll in between your palms and it will give you the ball-like look, or will I say the perfectly round shape. Which one do you prefer? Do you like the round one and the oval one? I prefer the oval one. Now look at them. This is an oval shape looking egg roll and this is a round shape looking egg roll. I'm done with all my eggs and this is the excess dough left after weighing. This one isn't up to 100 grams, so I'm just going to use it to make little buns. I'm dividing it into little portions and I'm going to roll it also look round like the way I did with my egg roll and also set aside. Now I like leaving my egg roll a bit, not too long, for like 5 to 10 minutes before frying. This will help your dough to fully relax, and since you're using yeast, it will help the yeast to work on the egg roll and make it proof a bit before frying, further making your egg roll lighter and not heavy. Now we are done rolling our little buns and egg roll. We are going on now to fry, and this is my pot on my stove or gas, whichever one you're using. I'm adding in oil. I advise you use minimum of 75 mils of oil, cl rather, 75 cl of vegetable oil, or 1 liter if you're using a bigger pot. That's if you're frying large quantity of egg roll. But since I'm just frying 5 egg roll, I'm using a small pot. I like using a small pot so that when I add in my eggs, they'll be all tightly fitted, and when I'm turning to the other side, they will not wobble back, and you have all your eggs evenly brown, not one side looking whitish and the other side brown. I like everything having an even brown look. So when it is tightly fitted, it is easy for you to stir your egg roll and have each side cook properly and equally also. Now my egg roll is properly cooked. The golden brown look is my signature look for my fried pies or fried snacks. I love it. So I'm going to take it out of the oil one after the other carefully and keep in a sieve or serviette to strain excess oil. My bones also, they are ready, and I'm going to take them out of the oil when they are brown. Now if you look at the bones, it is so light and fluffy, and that's how your egg roll also feels on the inside. This is because of the yeast. It will make your dough light and even your egg roll feeling very light. At the end of the day, when you cut it immediately after frying, it's going to be a bit hard, but when you leave your egg roll a bit, you find out that it is so soft and fluffy, and I feel that is the perfect egg roll everyone would like. Not something that is heavy and hard, and when you chew it, you're wondering, am I chewing egg or chewing egg or I'm eating yam? Now you can see our egg roll, you can see how light it's looking. Even from the video, you can see it. It is so light. Even when you pick it, it's not heavy and fluffy and brown. With the combination of flavor I use, you will love it. Thank you so much for stopping by, and see you next time. Do like, share, and subscribe.